So this is a second video based off of Aspergers, borderline personality, and bipolar, and hypersexuality, and family orientation, violence, dysfunctional family. I made a video yesterday, which I'll be uploading both videos as soon as I'm done with this. What I wanted to say was, for those of you, who do have Asperger's, and you come from a dysfunctional family household like I did, it can really do a lot of damage and can bring about a lot of hardship in your life growing up. Because your parent just doesn't understand your parents, quote unquote, just don't understand what you're going through and how your mind is wired differently and how you're different from the rest of the world. Like my mom, when she raised me, it was really difficult for her because she had abandonment issues. She came to this country at 15 years old. She didn't see her mother from the age of 11 until almost 30, to the time I was almost born. And that really did a number on her because my grandmother, her mom, died when I was 7 years old. Then I was taken away by CPS because she stopped sending me to school. She had a mental breakdown. She was locked away in a psych ward for a while. I got sent to live with my abusive dad, and you all know the history. But I know there are others out there who have Asperger's, bipolar, and borderline personality who all come from dysfunctional families or have no families at all, who were raised by the system. And I can relate to a lot of you guys because I come from dysfunction. All my relationships too are always dysfunctional. The people that I attract are all people that also have issues too. I've never been able to attract any type of normal friends who don't have any mental defects. Asperger's can be considered a gift depending on how you use it. In my case, I can't necessarily call it a gift because it's caused me a lot of personal hardship, which I'm not too happy about, and I'm really upset about, honestly. The way I can explain it is, if you would have had to have lived my life the 37 years I've been here, I tell you, I've been through hell like no other. And also, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they don't accept you for who you are and you decide to stick around, it's on you. If you're that lonely and you feel the need to have somebody and you can't function without someone being in your life because you have abandonment issues, like I have abandonment issues, I'm sorry to say you are doomed. I've been alone for 4 years. Sure, I've slept with multiple different people, but they're all mostly encounters, and none of them really amounted to anything, and none of them even had the potential to even become a relationship, because as you know, a relationship is more than just sex. You gotta remember that. Sex is just one component of it. When you're in a relationship, there's a whole lot more to it than that. You gotta have an emotional understanding, you gotta be friends with that person. You gotta have some similarities, some common ground that brings you guys together. Like I said, me at one point, I thought I was going to get married and have kids with a couple of my exes. That didn't happen at all. And I was madly in love with both of them. They were both too family oriented, and that for me is a big red flag. Personally, I prefer a woman who's goal oriented and who's relationship oriented and who follows the code of, bringing your relationship, putting forth your relationship before you put forth your parents, your family. But if a woman has got kids, then I don't expect her to give her kids up for me or to put me before the kids, because kids come first no matter what. Kids are always first. But as far as their parents go, I would rather be with somebody who thinks like me and who's like-minded. That seems like to be an impossible find. The only types of people I've found who are even close to that are mostly homeless women who are on drugs, who are using meth, heroin, all kinds of other drugs. Their brains are very scattered, and they come from dysfunctional backgrounds too, and a lot of them don't even talk to their families. They're the closest to what I'm looking for somebody that's not family oriented, that has no contact with the parents. And why I say that is because of the hell I've been through with all my partners and their parents. They put me through a hell like no other. All because of my skin color or because they don't agree with the way I am. I mean, I've never put hands on my partner or anything like that. But I've had my privacy violated. I've had my text messages read. I mean, for somebody who's almost 40 years old, or at the time I was still in my 30s and late 20s, to have to go through that is highly inappropriate. No one should have their privacy violated no matter what. I don't give a damn what you think about family or how close you are to your family. The relationship should stay between you and your partner no matter what. Relationship first. Family second, and everything else. But for me, relationship is first for me, before anything else. And I'll never be happy until I find a person who thinks that way, who has that same mindset that I'm looking for. That'll be the only way I'll ever truly find peace. And for those of you, I don't know what your relationship style is, or what, I mean, those of you, family's more important to you than what your family thinks of your partner, but really you're doing the wrong thing if you're doing that. It shouldn't matter what your family thinks of your partner. It only should matter what you think of your partner. Understand? Okay. I think I rambled on for enough.